Capping like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut throat like Pablo. Chop trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo. Snub nose with potato. Take out. No monkey in the jungle, blind hot like a sauna. Bouncing up and I'm trying to weave an anaconda. Jumping in the water, trying to slip across the water. Got see yours out, got me big bad for Ronald. Out bag of money, know I gotta have it. Savage, but I'm still a gentleman in Cali. Atlantic, nigga turn them in about the cabbage. Kill this whole family, they run up with the.
Hold on, I'm trying to say hey to everybody.
We can't never have a good intro. Somebody always got to do something.
Hi, everybody, and shut up. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Dive Deep Podcast, episode 11. Y'all, we got one more episode after this, and we're gonna be done for the season.
If y'all don't know, she's crying turtle tears.
Bitch, how you cry turtle tears?
You tell us, turtle.
But y'all, welcome to episode 11. How y'all feeling? How have y'all been?
What happened to the introduction?
Thank you.
Introducing ourselves.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Conversation.
This is J. Marie.
K baby.
Stupid bitch.
I will end your motherfucking song. Fuck your intro.
Ooh, you're mad.
Fuck your intro.
Ooh, you're mad.
But yes, how y'all doing, y'all?
Friday,
We have some important news, and I'm gonna let the woman of the hour tell y'all the important news. Go ahead, K baby.
Now? I thought I was waiting to the end.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, we're gonna wait to the end. It's a big surprise, so shh. All right, so the only thing I have to say for the social spotlight, because it just seems like eyes get rolled and necks get turned when I do the social spotlight. But all I want to talk about for the social spotlight is the Travis Scott.
Wait, bitch, I told you what to talk about on the social spotlight.
Oh no,
Yes,
it's two things. It's two things. Okay, so for the first thing, let's talk about the little Nas, the Boosie, and it's a lot of people that got into that. It's
brother into it, the daddy.
The brother, the daddy, and what's that lady name? Madison.
Mm-hmm.
It's Madison. Okay, so allegedly, I might be wrong, but allegedly, Boosie. I just think Boosie does not like Lil Nas.
He doesn't like the fact that I don't know if it's the fact that he's gay or the fact of what he does.
I think it's because it's so broadcasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I understand having your opinions, but have your opinions to yourself. But a lot of stuff you do don't need to be broadcast to the world and say.
Exactly. And, I mean, Boosie just been going on an uproar on Facebook and Snapchat and all that. Basically, simply on Instagram. But he tweeted something saying that Lil Nas needs to commit suicide or something like that.
He kill himself and nobody will miss him and all that kind of big shit.
So his daddy stepped in.
Oh, the Nas daddy?
Yes. What did he tell him?
You go look it up.
His daddy stepped in and basically Boosie was damn near all a whole bunch of bitch ass niggas, hoe ass niggas, you fucking cum dumpster mouth ass nigga, like all types of shit. Because my thing is, at the end of the day, Lil Nas is still somebody's child.
Right.
So I just feel as though you don't need to say some of that shit. So, like, what if somebody says some of that shit to Boosie child? Like, nigga, I hope you kill yourself and die. Ain't nobody gonna miss you. Like, at the end of the day, you are still talking to someone's child. I know Boosie right now is getting into it with Charlamagne the God. You didn't know that?
Oh, for real?
He getting into it with Charlamagne the God because Charlamagne was just saying, like, we need to live in a society where, at the end of the day, being gay is accepting now. So it's just like you need to get in where you fit in. If you don't fit in, oh fucking well. But you don't have to go to the extreme and say the shit you said. So Boosie took it upon himself. Oh, go ahead. You have the info? Oh. So who is this?
That's the dad saying.
Oh, so this is what the daddy said, y'all. He said, how the hell you gangster rappers promoting drugs, gun violence, degrading women, and getting high every video talking about your you're for the kids. Man, sit your old man looking ass down. The game has passed you. We real bankhead over here, not like the guy who claims it. Child. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that's what the daddy said. But this is what Boosie said to Charlamagne. He said, still got my name in their mouth about that gay shit. LOL. Charlamagne, you part of the problem. Keep egging these people on your show with this, bro. You using your platform to support Lil Nas X and his antics. I see what side you on. He said, fuck y'all kids, shaking my head, dummies.
The thing is, it's bad, and you feel like that until it's one of your own. Mm-hmm. Your kids are not done growing up yet. What you gonna do if one of yours turn out to be gay? Because they can fake it all they want. Mm-hmm. But what if they say is enough is enough, and hey, this is who I am, Daddy. Do you gonna accept me or you're not? Then you gonna like it. You gonna like the pot calling the kettle black? Cause now you gotta accept your child.
Exactly. Ain't no updates been on that yet, so just keep an eye on that. But the last thing I do want to talk about, which really just irks me and just really hurts my heart, is the Travis Scott Astro World Fest. And I did not know that shit was in Houston. Mm-hmm. So that shit was right down the fucking street. So what had happened was 8 people were left dead and 300 and plus people were injured at this goddamn concert. So allegedly, there had someone going around pricking needles on people's necks and injecting drugs in them. Oh, wow. A couple of security guards got pricked. A lot of people got pricked, especially somebody's 10-year-old was at that goddamn concert, and the 10-year-old did pass away. Oh, and Travis Scott, the creepiest thing about it is the crowd was telling him to stop his music. A couple of the people from the crowd was getting on the stage, talking to his cameraman saying, hey, there is someone dead out here. Can you stop the goddamn music? They ignored all them people. You had people in the crowd screaming, telling him stop. Y'all, this man got on that stage and he started humming some form of ritual. I don't know what ritual it was, but he started humming. And then after all of that, after the whole chaos and bullshit, he went on Instagram and he was just like, oh, my heart is so heavy for the people who died. We're still trying to identify the bodies of the family members. And he talking about he gonna donate money to the funerals because I guess it was his fault. So he posted something. Kylie posted something. It's a lot. I pray for the families that was lost, especially the poor 10-year-old. My thing is, why the fuck did you have your 10-year-old at a concert at night?
In Houston, the Astros are really big. Like, when I say so big, like, when I'm at work, they're celebrating the Astros every week.
Yeah.
So, like, it's big. So, it doesn't amaze me for a child to be there.
That poor baby, I just feel really bad for him. But that's all I have for the social spotlight. Let's get into the topic. And the topic is women versus authority. All right. You got a song over there? You'd like to make a selection from the snack choir?
Wait, what?
Looks like he was about to put a song on.
I got you. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right, y'all. Now y'all about to hear a selection from the snack choir.
Are we making babies tonight?
Want it to woman.
It's the flip for me.
Come on, sing it to him.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Jay.
May I speak to Barbara?
Let's speak to Michaela.
Put my children out there.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's get into these questions. Why are you like this? All right. So, to summarize the topic today, women against authority. We're talking about women in powerful positions, leadership, just women in power in general. And we're just basically, asking questions and answering questions on how we feel or how just society think they feel about women being in a leadership role. So my first question is, why are women still taken less seriously than men? Who want to tackle that jokester?
Because she just caught me off guard with it. Because the world is based off predominantly male, so it's like women, we had to fight for our rights to even have a say. Like, from the very beginning, God made a woman from a man. We was made from his ribs.
Mm-hmm.
He leads, we follow.
Right.
He's the man and we submit. And so it's like to have a woman to come and try to, my big ass out of breath. To have a woman, to come and say she's in power and authority, they feel like, since the beginning of time, we were meant to hush and listen. She don't have no brain for it. I'm trying to get it out. I got what I'm trying to say, but my mind is. We'll just come back to me.
Okay, so let's go back into history, because I know Trey, aka the snack, can give us a history lesson about women. Because baby, you give them history lessons.
Look, he gotta go Google.
So I want you to give us and the listeners a history lesson on when did women start taking authority or try to take authority back in the day. Ooh. I'm not really good in history, so I'll probably start lying to you and say Adam and Eve, and then Eve bit off the tree, and the woman with the issue of blood. I don't know what she got to do with this, but Oh, go ahead. You gonna go?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, now while he looking up the history, so he could give y'all a lesson, so y'all could learn something y'all didn't learn in school. My next question is, why are women not entitled to speak? Damn, crickets in the room. Hello?
Bitch, you gonna talk? Bitch, go ahead first.
Okay, I feel like women are not entitled to speak because men, and I'm just gonna say it, niggas feel like they overpower us women. Oh, I'm sorry. Men. Sorry.
It's just not the black race.
It's just not the black race. I'm sorry. Men feel like they are just in charge, period. And they feel as though, women are, this is how I feel. They feel like women are basically kind of like weak without them. So they just feel as though, some guys were raised up from like their fathers, like from back in the day, like, you the head of the household, so what you say goes. And it's just like, I get that and I understand that, but I want to put my 2 cents in the slot machine too. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, you have what you have to say, and I feel like I need to be entitled to say something too. But from generations gone back, some women didn't have a say-so in certain things, like what happens in the household. Like, all they used to do, this how I feel, all they used to do was just cook, clean, and take care of the kids. They didn't have no say-so. Am I wrong for saying that?
That's right.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's how I feel. That's why women don't have, how they're not entitled to speak. How do you feel, mademoiselle?
Like I said, everything goes back from the beginning of time. Women were made to submit, and like a man, I feel like some men feel like when a woman gets to speaking, we're stepping out of our place, and we're degrading their masculinity. So, like, if a woman's out of her place, they feel like, oh, they've got to try to put us back in our place, and you do as I say, and just hush.
So, coming up as a black man, Mr. Snack, so what did, like, when you get into a marriage, or, okay, scratch that. When growing up, what did your dad or your grandpa teach you as far as about, when you get with a woman or get in a relationship with a woman or when you get married? Like, what did he teach you as far as like the roles? Like, you the man, so you do this, you do that. This is the woman. They do this and do that. Y'all need to play y'all roles. Or what were you taught?
I was basically taught, everything should be shared equally, but being a man, you should be more of a go-getter to go get.
Okay.
To be the provider. Everything is split halfway, but take the initiative to be that go-getter for the family as the man.
Okay.
Just like back in the day, in cave days, the man went hunted. The man went out to get the food. So you won't, Hold on.
That was back in the cave days?
Yeah, but she was hunting and the man was hunting and shit.
And what the woman was doing?
Taking care of the kids and skinning when I bring back whatever I bring back.
Okay. I was just asking. I didn't know. I wasn't in the cave days. I was when the pyramids was alive, but I wasn't in the cave days.
Oh, wow.
No, I ain't that old, y'all. No. I was here when, I don't even know. Okay, so my next question is, to what extent do you believe women are given the same rights, opportunities, and privileges as men?
Read that again.
Jesus Christ. To what extent do you believe women are given the same rights, opportunities, and privileges as men? I don't think they have the same rights and privileges or shit for men. I mean, that's just coming from people from like in the workplace. I mean, you gotta look in the workplace too, because they feel like, a woman being like manager or store manager or some shit like that. Some men take advantage of that shit, like, oh, you can't be no store manager or you can't be no team lead or nothing. So they feel like they can run over them, even though that woman has some type of power or some type of big role in that. And it's just like they still run over them. You about to say something? Oh, okay. Do you have anything to pitch in with that one?
I agree with you because I experienced it firsthand with my job. I work in a predominantly male job. Now they just moved me to the office, but in March I've been with this job a year with a 1 month break in between. And when I would go up to customers' homes, the first thing would say is, "Wow, I never seen a woman do pest control." And I'm looking at them like, that's the most sexist thing you can say. I'm here to kill your bugs. I'm not here for you to pinpoint and say, oh, because I'm a woman. And then, or if I'll go, and it was a man whose service I was doing, he would be like, you sure you can do this? What makes you think I can't do this just because I'm a woman? Anything that you can do, I can do. You just can't say, oh, because I'm a woman, you don't think I can do it. And they would follow me around. And then once I'm done, they'll be like, you were the best technician I ever had. Because you put your foot in your mouth. Just because I'm a woman and I'm 5'7" and 100 and some pounds, like, don't think, oh, I can't handle my shit because you see a 6 foot man and 200 and some pounds showing up to your doorstep doing the same shit that I'm doing.
That's crazy as fuck. Okay. So, now my next question is going to be, okay, so y'all heard of the feminist movement, right? Well, hold on. You look concerned. What's wrong? Okay, so y'all heard...
I'm doing history lesson over here. I was writing notes and shit down over here.
You got your pinpoints.
You got your pinpoints? Yeah, you got the slideshow ready?
What you said?
Go ahead and present your pinpoints, sir. So y'all heard of the feminist movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do y'all, like, what does the feminist movement mean to y'all? Like, what do y'all get from the feminist movement? Like, does it move y'all? Does it not move y'all? Do y'all feel like it's necessary? Do y'all feel like it's not necessary?
I mean, I feel like it's necessary just to keep women, that give us that extra push to go for the things that we're not really used to able to get. But at the same time, I feel like it's really useless because you still have other movements that is outpowering the feminist movement, and I don't know. I feel like it's fair. Everything has a movement to speak for certain, and women, we do need a movement that speaks for us. Because right now, I might not agree with, I might not, be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's worth something. But eventually, it might get us to where we need to be, to where we have the same rights as men, and it don't have to be, oh, because you're a woman, I don't feel like you can do this, or because
I think that's bullshit. I don't know why.
Because I get tired of hearing because you're a woman, you shouldn't be out this late at night by yourself. Okay, just because I'm a woman, I'm out here late at night. Shit, you don't know what I have on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might turn around and pop your ass with a good one. And then you have a man who's outside and he don't have to have nothing on him, and it's like, oh, it's okay, he's fine, he can handle himself. No, you don't know if this man can handle himself. You don't know if he can fight. You don't know if he have anything on him to defend himself.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it because a woman? I'm a woman. I'm supposed to be, in your mind, timid that I can't handle myself.
So now I'm kind of reflecting. I'm getting off of women in total, and I'm coming into the black community a little bit. So how do y'all feel that society takes like black women in authority? Because I feel like they take us as a joke, only because how I'm not gonna say all of us, how some black women pertain ourselves in society. Like, some people look at black women as, oh, she's ratchet, or she's hood, she's ghetto, and this and that. And it's like, when you look at a woman who is African American and she's in some type of, higher position, it's like we're still looked as, oh, ghetto or stuff like that, because of how they pertain us, like the whole black women community.
I'm not gonna say just blacks. I'm gonna say minorities. Period. Because we could pinpoint black women, but black women was the only ones. It's like with us, we have that double-edged sword. Mm-hmm. We're women, and then we are also slaves. Mm-hmm. And black women were the only ones that were slaves. You have, what was it? What's the people with the Holocaust?
Jews.
Yeah, you have your Jews, you have, your Hispanics and stuff, Mm-hmm. And this is not nothing to put anything against our Caucasian people, because, I'm mixed and I love them. But at the end of the day, like, as far as minorities, we have to fight harder, because, one, even though we were slaves, you still had to submit to your husband. He was the lead. Mm-hmm. So it's like, we have the double-edged sword. We're not supposed to step out of it. All goes back to, you're not supposed to leave your place. They painted a picture for a woman, and then minority women, this is your box. Mm-hmm. Stay in your box. If you leave out of your box, you're about to make a mess.
Jesus.
And if you leave out of your box, you're out of place. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's just something to try to push us back in there. And then we are a threat. It's now, this is I can say for African American women, because all we was ever known for good for was doing hair. Really, that's pretty much it. We can do hair, we can cook. Now you're seeing lash techs, you're seeing storefronts being popped up left and right. Mm-hmm. You're seeing African American doctors, lawyers. The president's wife. You're seeing us evolve in such a manner. It's like, who?
Yeah, it's. I feel like it's breathtaking, really. I mean, just to see a woman in power. But as a black man, how do you take in? I'm sorry, I keep saying it like that. But how do you take in a woman being in power? Like, is that something refreshing to you, or like, are you okay with it, or you just disagree with all of it in general?
I'm okay with it.
Are you so? It's not just breathtaking, like,
no,
just
I'm okay
to
with
see.
it, because if you look at society, I feel if we would have had strong women back in the day, a lot of wars we have could have been avoided. A lot of things could have been avoided if men wasn't looking at it just as men. Mm-hmm. If it was like a all-together thing, mm-hmm. and they actually took women's voice, then approval as something. Okay, you might be on to something, mm-hmm. instead of men just going in and going head first into the war, things like that, in mm-hmm. such matter.
I can agree, because not even just the wars, like now, it's not nothing to like bash men, but most men, their first way is to react is in violence and physical.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Women, we're gonna try to sit down and analyze.
Y'all thinkers, and that's
mm-hmm.
that's why God created man and woman, mm-hmm. because men strong. We think with we Don't think with our mind. We think with our mind and our muscle. Women think
with
with.
your dicks. Ooh. I'm so.
I'm just thinking with my dick.
Hey. But guess what? That
My
shit
shit
don't.
don't.
Hey. I'm so sorry. Keep going.
I'm sorry.
Y'all see why they look at the society wrong. We ain't gonna talk about it.
No, go ahead and keep going. Go ahead, sir. I apologize. Y'all think with y'all what again?
But you wasn't even listening.
He said they chest and they minds, but they think more of like they muscle.
Yes.
And this is true. Cause
And women think with just their brain. And that what helps out a man.
I mean, y'all kind of dumb.
no, it's not that they're dumb.
Sorry.
It's just
how we're wired.
yeah, cause like
So, yeah.
I know he's gonna listen, so let me make sure I word my words right. It's just like my fiance. With him, it's like how can I say it? He reacts, and I'm just like, yo, you know, you all right?
The strong.
Oh, the pickle juice.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you know, sometimes we gotta stop, sit back, and think before react, because if you just react, it may not be a good outcome. And so with me and him, we'll sit down, we'll talk about it, or he'll tell me his point of view, and if I see his point of view, I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's understandable. I can see why you reacted that way, you know. But half the time, I be having to tell him, you gotta really stop and slow down and think, because sometimes your actions have repercussions. Like every action has a reaction.
You stole my words. Yes, Lord. Go ahead. Talk that some more. Oh. I'm sorry.
Like I told you, I'm over here struggling. I'm here trying.
He was talking that. Okay, so my next question is this. And this is it's off subject, but then it's on subject. Black man on the side of me. Why do y'all treat, not even black men, I'm just going to say men in general. Why do y'all feel the need to talk to us women like the way y'all talk to us women? Like some of y'all talk to us like pure, utter shit.
So I think you need to rephrase that. Why do y'all talk? Why is it that y'all talking at us instead of to us?
There we go.
Well, I'm going to say some men are still, and not even because it's the day and age, some men are still wired in their mind that the women are still beneath them and they have to get along with the way it is. And nowadays, women are at our side, you know. Women are as equal as us and as men. And some men don't understand that. So in their mind, they're still giving you orders. That's why they're still talking to.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but what made y'all? I'm not saying y'all as you in that category, but I'm just saying, why is the inkling thought of us being beneath y'all even a thing?
Because it goes back to the Adam and Eve. Women was made from Adam, right?
But ain't that like...
Right, so she was made from Adam, and Adam had to take the role, so she's the backslide. So in every generation after that, it was the same way. Cavemen, same way. The colonies, the same way. It was always the same way until things start breaking off.
I got a good example too.
Actually, to slip into my little notes.
Come on, notes.
It was all the way up to the colony of America when the women started having their first active movement, and they really start going for their rights, and really start wanting to vote, wanting to do things on there, wanting to get a job.
Okay.
And then when that started to happen, that's when women started to take the front lead. Like, shit, you know, maybe we can step out and do things without my husband having to be like, yeah, you know, you go to the store. You have to stay and watch the kids. You know? So that is why it's like that.
I don't know. I just, you know, I guess I never really paid attention to the history.
I know you don't.
I didn't. And
I loved history class.
I was really horrible in history because of the teacher I had. He just was mumbling shit and I never would hear him. So I just didn't pay attention. So when it, like, I just never understood, because I know there's a lot of guys that I have came across that would, like, talk at their significant other, and it's just
that's
like...
what they seen. That's what they was around. That's what... They're not used to.
Is that how they're brought up?
Right.
Or,
They're not used to mom and dad having a conversation. And but okay, what you know, I'm make the groceries. You know, I come in the house. You wanna cook? Do I wanna cook? Like, how are we gonna do this? You know, they're not used to that.
So just like you asked Trey the question, let me ask you.
Okay.
Because we're actually groomed from children up. Like, even with our toys, we're
Right.
actually groomed. So with you growing up, how were you raised to treat a man?
Okay.
And once you done, I'll tell you how I was.
Okay, so growing up, not put your glasses up. Okay, damn. Oh shit, I ain't never got a question expecting me like that. Hold on. Okay, so growing up,
Because the reason why I'm saying it is just to show you the difference. Because you see how you asked Trey, how was he brought up in a male's perspective? I want you to see, like, what's the big difference. So once you break it down, and then I break it down, once I break down how I was grown, then I'll go into my points.
so stop looking at me like that. All right, so growing up, honestly, I just really never had, like, I was always so used to seeing, Lord, she don't listen to this podcast, so I'm just gonna kind of briefly not tell her business, but I'm just kind of say a little bit. I was brought up seeing, like, things I should never seen, as far as, like, men and, you know, my mom and stuff like that. So it's just like, my dad, he was there, but he never really taught me anything. So it's just like I had to learn from watching my mom, and it just seemed like I still didn't learn a lot. Like, I don't know how to explain the answer. Like, I was just brought up.
You was brought up differently, so you really
Yeah, I was brought up differently. Like, I wouldn't know how to answer that question because, you know, okay, so I can from watching my mom, I was brought up as far as being like an independent individual. Like,
Okay, that's fair.
an independent woman. Like, yeah, it's cool to have a man, it's cool to have a husband, but it's like at the end of the day, you are the breadwinner. You are this, you are that. You have to go out there and get it. If he not getting it, you got to get it. So it's just like, when, you know, when it comes to a man and he talking at me and not talking with me, it don't hurt me, or it don't like
It don't sit well with
it don't sit well with me. It's like, you know, I feel like we equal, so talk to me like we some form of equal or something. Because that's how I was brought. Stop! That's how I was brought up. Because it just seemed like my mom was talking to her men as they were fucking her equal. And they talked to her as her equal. So it's like, shit, if you can't handle me as your equal, then motherfucker, you can't handle me at all.
Okay, that's fair.
Can you pull your glasses up?
Well, just to like dig a little deeper, like when I say we were groomed from when we were kids, like little girls, we have Barbie dolls, but you also have babies, and the babies come with everything that you need. Him and his glasses. I'm about to stop looking at the baby dolls come with everything that you need. Like the baby alive, for instance, it comes with the diapers, the food, the wipes. You know, it comes with everything, and that's starting you from a little kid. It's, you don't have little boy toys where they play with the diapers, the wipes, the this and that. There's not, you know, that's really not their role. Just like little girls, we have a whole built-in kitchen. Like, you go in the kitchen, they started from a little toddler. You go in the kitchen, you cook your food, you're playing, you go try to feed it to mom and daddy and stuff like that. So all our toys started from when we were kids, started grooming us. Okay. So as you get older, you know, the role for mom was that she was in the household, and you know, and there was a male figure. You cook, you clean, you take care of the kids. You know, and the man, he's there. He's supposed to be the breadwinner. Just say for some reason, whatever it may be, and he falls short. Okay, now it's your turn to go and get a job and help him out until he's able to get back on his feet. But you still gotta handle the kids, the cooking, the cleaning, and now you gotta work. And then once he's able to get back on his feet, and that's when it goes back into that role of God made a man, you know, a woman from a man and stuff. Like, the man is supposed to still be out there. I'm not saying like he's supposed to be sitting on his ass.
But it was even against the law for women to have jobs.
Well, I'm talking about after that. I'm not talking about before that.
It didn't happen after that.
Wait, it was?
Yeah, women can have jobs. Women can do, when I say nothing, it looked it down on the man if say I had a job at a warehouse
It's
and
still
I
some cultures
made
that it's like that.
I made $20 an hour and my hours got short, so I'm making 13. You know, but I'm still able to take care of the household. It was looked down on from the whole town if my wife has to go out and help me and do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
It was never like that conversation. That's where I hate to even put this out, but that's where more of the physical abuse in relationships came involved in, because it would cause so much confrontation if the woman would be like, well, babe, I just want to help. No, you can't help me, because in nationality, that is you disrespecting me. And as a man, you cannot disrespect me as your man.
And that's what.
And so now I have to teach you not to disrespect me. I have to show you, you are my wife. I am the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
You do not. Don't. What is your job to do? What is your job description to do? That's what you do.
Cook, clean, take care of kids.
But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But why? Why does it take for you to put your hands on your wife because she's not
It's the
listening?
frustration.
Okay, like ooh.
Like I'm not like it's not.
You say that.
But it's like ooh.
Yeah, it's not like to sit up here and justify it and say, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay to put your hands on a
The
woman."
hell
No, it's not okay at all.
No one else.
A man, I'm not even saying for a man, because some women are just that strong, but it's for it really started with men.
Mm-hmm.
And like a man, the man is, they gotta realize you're 2 or 3 times stronger than a woman.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she may be a little past your weight, but
Right.
the strength wise, you still can
Weigh her, yeah.
You know, you can still out muscle her.
Okay.
So it's like you putting your hands on me. Yeah, I might be 150 and you might be 125, but as far as your strength is about 175 to my 150.
Because you a man.
Right.
You know, so like, and that's how they knew. Like, if I put my hands, if I pin her up against the wall, if I, do this and that, that's gonna let her know.
No,
like,
stay in your
stop
place.
playing with
Yeah,
me.
stay in your place.
Even just like how
Type
how we talk to our nieces or our nephew or our kids.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down. Stop playing with me.
Mhm.
You letting them know I'm the authority.
Right.
And you don't get to boss me around. I tell you what to
And
do.
that's how it was. But I have a question for you.
Oh God, Savior.
Okay, she
I don't
asked.
like this episode. Nah.
KK asked, how was you brought up? My question is to you.
Did I answer the question?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
You did.
Oh shit.
I was talking about conversation between your mom and the men, and how you look at men, how you are as a woman. So my question is, how was you raised to treat a man?
That's a good one.
Ooh, fuck.
And that's for both of y'all.
Okay.
Oh.
well,
But for you first, because me hearing what you was talking about, me knowing you, that's why I want to hear this.
Okay. Shit. Okay. So
that's a real good one. I like that one.
how I was raised up how to treat a man.
Mhm.
I had to find out how to treat one from I didn't learn from my mom, because it just seems like, it didn't look correct.
Mhm.
Like, it just seems like it didn't correspond with everything, because it just seems like what she would do just didn't work out, and it just came like everything went to shit.
Mhm.
So it's just like I learned from my sister.
Okay.
And even though my sister was very much rough around the edges, she would beat a nigga ass, she was sweet. And it's just like, how she treated her guys was, you my king. So it's just like, I have to treat you as such. Yeah, she was very submissive. I don't know. Don't look at
This
me.
makes sense.
She treated them as like they were her king. She basically kind of not worship
Yeah.
the ground he walked on, but it was just like,
She let him lead, basically.
she let him lead. And it's just like when it got rough, or when she felt uncomfortable in a certain situation with him, or how he's doing things, it would kind of switch from him being king to, well, motherfucker, I don't like what you're doing. And it'll kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but that's when her roughness comes out. She get all mean, and she not promoting it, but she'll start whooping his ass, and she wouldn't give a damn. It's just like, I'm looking at that and I'm like, that kind of look right. But then once I start seeing my mama do it when she got married again, it's like she treated him like he was just king, like he was king God. Like everything was just about him. Then when everything went to shit, she started talking her shit. And when she said it, motherfucker, she just said it. And it's just like, well, damn. If that's how I need to treat a motherfucker, I guess I'll give it a try.
I think that's just...
You talking to your people over there? What they said?
Because that's what we wanted you to go into the first place.
Bitch,
I
what?
was to get my question answered.
Yeah, that's why I thought you would go into. I was like, well, you know, that's where the different.
I mean, for me, like, I learned a lot from my mom. Trust me, like my work ethics came from my mom. You know, how she treated her men came from came from my mom too. But I really learned a lot from my grandmother. Like my grandmother and my grandfather has been married for 20 some years, between 30 some years.
Come on.
And like my grandfather, he leads. My grandmother, she will work, but she doesn't have to work if she don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she has like businesses and stuff. Like she has her own rental properties and stuff. So if she does have to help my grandfather, she has it.
Right.
You know, so it's like that's what I was learning. Really, that's what like really taught me a lot of things. Though, like don't get me wrong, my mom has taught me a lot of things.
Right.
But like as far as like how to treat a man and stuff, I even still to this day when I go to my grandmother's house, she's washing, she's ironing my grandfather's work clothes, she's cooking dinner to make sure he has food to go to work and stuff. Like she's doing it all. And then she had 3 sons. You know, she was taking care of their children, along with taking care of the household.
Right.
So, like as far as me, that's like, I'm submissive, but for me, due to what all I've been through, I'm not as submissive as I used to be. Like I don't take as much, if it makes sense. Like at first, I would take a lot. You could do anything, and I'll be like, okay, I understand. But now it's so much I get where you coming from, but I personally don't really agree with it. Or I feel like that's my favorite line, and that's something I learned from my grandmother. If you always say, I feel, it's not reflecting or putting a blame on somebody. You just let them know how they're making you feel. So that's my something I use a lot. I be like, I personally feel this way. Instead of saying, you make me feel this way. No, you didn't make me do anything. I personally feel this way. So it is not like I'm trying to degrade him or masculine him. It's like, I'm trying to get you to understand and look in my eyes. And like, and I had to work on it because in my new relationship, it was always, you did this, you do that, you do this, you do that. And I had to really stop, think back to all the several conversations I had with me and my grandmother. And this it went from, you did this to, you, and I still say you make me feel. I'd be like, well, I personally feel this way, or this is how it made me feel. And that's how we kind of get an understanding versus on us just pointing fingers at each other. Because as long as you pointing fingers, we constantly feel like the table just constantly turning. Like we blaming each other and we're not getting nowhere. And the more you keep blaming each other for the situation, you get angry, you get agitated. And me, I'm a short fuse. So with me getting agitated, that calm little spirit that you didn't have, I'm like, all right, look now, motherfucker, I'm done talking. Like, this is what you want to do. Is it going to be this to this? Yeah. So instead of getting it like that, and especially because I love you as a person, I love you as a human being, and I feel like I shouldn't disrespect you. What's going on over there? I don't want to feel like we can disrespect each other.
Took a shower with this thing on, I forgot.
What is that?
The brisket from last night.
I look at them all on social media. Twerk.
Okay, so now my question is to both of y'all.
Oh, fuckery. Well, wait, hold on. To piggyback on what she said, you had said as far as you learned to like cook, wash dishes and stuff for your significant other from your mom. I didn't learn that. I did, but I didn't like really. Again, my mom, I don't mind telling this. My mom and my dad got a divorce when I was 11, so it was just like after that, my mom was basically like at that age, and now I'm being more observant at that age. So it's just like I'm watching everything that's going around me, and I'm watching you. So it's just like when I got married or whatever, it's just like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I had to figure it out. Like, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, we're married. You can do your own dishes. You can wash your own clothes. You can cook your own self a meal. Like, motherfucker, you independent. Like, we love each other and stuff, but get your ass up in the kitchen. I like, she would yell at me and be like, you supposed to do this, you supposed to do that. you didn't teach,
I
you
didn't
didn't
know.
teach me this step going into this. Like, what the fuck do? I felt like a lost ass sheep in a fucking field full of goddamn goats. Like, what the fuck? What do you want me to do?
And see, that in itself, like, me and my fiance, that was a big argument for us at one point. Because he would always want to come in and he would, like, come in and clean up for me or cook and stuff for me. And it just, and I took it offensive because I'm like, you taking my role.
Yeah.
Because my role as a woman, I'm supposed to cook and clean. And he was like, I'm really just trying to help. But I was like, I understand that, but it's like, you always cooking and cleaning. Like, when can I show you me as a woman that I can do it? Because if I can never show you that I can do it, you're going to always do it for me. And then you're going to be playing both roles. You're going to be playing the man and the woman. And then I'm going to be stuck trying to figure out, where do I fit in? If you're doing it all for me, where do I fit in into this picture to try to do anything? It's just, and then it's going to make me feel like I'm just here. Yeah. So, like, now when I be wanting him to help me, like, cook and stuff, it's like, you don't want me to cook. You know, it's your position. I'm like, I want you to help sometimes. I just don't want you to do it all the time. Right. Yeah. Because if you're doing it all the time, and it's like, you're really leaving me assed out without to do. Like, am I just supposed to go to work, come home? Like, what is it? Now, if I go to work, come home, and you're working and stuff, like, let's alternate. Like, like Trey said, we're in a society now to where we can be equal. Let's both go to work. When we come home, let's both take care of the kid. And
what's wrong with you over here in this ring?
I almost feel something. And cook dinner, you know, and like, let's both see about the dog, you know. Let's do it together. Yeah. To where it's like, it's not all on me and stuff, but it's not all on you. And that way, like, so if somebody is just so tired today, just say, I come in, I'm just so tired, I don't want to cook today. But hey, babe, can you go in the kitchen and cook tonight, and I'll just cook tomorrow? That's that balance to where he's not feeling like he's useless, and I'm not feeling like I'm useless.
Period. I hear you burping over here. It's okay. Let it go.
Shit, they probably heard me several times.
So what was your question? Or did you forget it? Oh, okay.
So my question to y'all, do y'all feel as if the women rights activists would never made their movement or did what they did, would the world be a different place now for women, and why?
Most
Definitely.
I feel like if it wasn't for those brave, strong women to sit up there and say, hey, we deserve the same rights as y'all, I feel like the physical and mental abuse is already high, but I feel like it'll be way higher. And you wouldn't have as many women with as, like, high self-esteem. Like, I feel like our self-esteem would be so low, like, we wouldn't know what to do. So I feel like it helped us out in a manner of, it gave us the need to feel like we are confident. We are, you know, we are who we are. And I also feel like it makes us feel like, to a man, I want you, but I don't need you. And I feel like it was like, back then it was a need because we couldn't work. So if I'm just a woman and I don't have a man or a husband to take care of me and I can't work, like, how am I supposed to survive? Like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. But if I had a man or, you know, somebody there to provide for me and stuff, you know, I'll be there doing the household needs and stuff, things that he needed. But so it's like, I appreciate them for that, for us having that right, you know, especially like for us to vote. Just saying, we left it up to a bunch of these men. These men will be choosing stupid ass people. Oh God, yes. I mean, let me rephrase that. Some men will be choosing some stupid ass people to be in the office and be running us, and we'll be out here shit out of luck. Versus having a woman's opinion and hearing, you know, because women, we sit there, we read about it, we research it, and we see what's going on, and we're like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. And then if we're not sure about it, we might ponder on it, might go ask somebody else for a few questions, get their perspective on it, and we might come back to it and be like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. I'm going to go with this versus this. Yeah.
She took the words out of my mouth, so.
Question.
Oh, Lord.
I love it.
You prepared for the last episode. I'm excited.
So how do y'all feel? I don't know if y'all know this now. I don't know if y'all know this, but, you know, right, people do look at women inferior and everything else. So, you know, that's why when, like, what was her name? Hillary, when she ran for president, there was a lot of things about her not being able to be president, and one major thing was how would everybody look at the United States? Because everybody looks at women in fear. So how do y'all feel about the world looking at women in fear that y'all can't run the state?
I feel like if you go to where was it Queen Elizabeth, where she's running a whole kingdom, or by herself, what is it so different? Okay, she might not be a queen. Damn, I forgot the woman name. Queen Hillary, but is it the name you said?
No, Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, but I'm just saying she might not be a queen.
Oh,
but
okay.
what's the difference from her being a queen to a president?
Exactly.
Like, how can you sit down and speak with a queen about such a matter as far as wars and everything else?
They don't speak to her. She have men. She over there, they still believe in that dumb shit too. So she have men in place. And is she married?
But the thing is, it still don't move without her go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It don't move without her go.
That is very true.
So it's like, how is it okay? Even though you may be sitting down with a man, but you're still taking orders from a woman. It don't move unless she say it's a go.
Right.
So she say, if you can take a movement from her,
right,
why can't you do it from this woman? And like, that's the part that I didn't like when that was like the whole thing. Like, I thank God that we did have the chance to have an African American president, but at the same time, like, it was like pissed me off just to hear she's a woman. A woman shouldn't be in an office. Just like they say a woman shouldn't be in a pulpit. Who made you God to say a woman can't get up there and teach the word?
I was just about to say that.
You know, who said that? Like, just because I've heard a lot and been around a lot of spiritual women who can get up there and preach the word and can move the whole church house, and you can get a male pastor up there in the church house and be so quiet, and he'll be making all types of noise just to try to get get us to feel his ceremony. But you can get a woman up there and she can preach and she can get the word across, and you will feel the Holy Spirit. So it's like, just to sit up here and say a woman can't do something, you're wrong. Anything that we set our minds to, and I think that's the thing that women been trying to prove to men. Like, anything that we set our minds to, we can do it. Just like how I was working in a scaffolding field. They put me as a helper. You don't think I can't climb a scaffold and put metal poles up there? And then when I started lifting the poles up with one arm, they're like, well, damn, Michaela, you want to learn how to be a carpenter? Like, why did I have to prove myself? Why you just to sit up here and say, Michaela, how about this? We try this out and see how you do. And then if you don't like it, we'll just move you here.
Right.
But I feel like it's that. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Ahead.
But I just feel like it's that mindset from what they have learned from the old cats back in the day. Just like, the woman is just only to do this. The woman. I feel like some guys feel as what they were learned and told that some women are weak, and that's why they stay in the house. This is why they do this. This is why they do that. So it's like when a woman gets in a powerful position, it don't put fear in their heart, but it's just like, you ain't supposed to do that. Like, you supposed to be in the kitchen, you supposed to be taking care of the family, so why the fuck are you doing this? And it's just like, we have to prove ourselves. It's stupid that we have to do that, but
a woman has already proven herself. We cook, we clean, we take care of the kids. And now in a society where there's a lot of broken homes, cook, clean, take care of the kids, go to work. And like, you might have a husband or you might have a boyfriend now, but shit, we do that too.
Right.
We come home, we do the 4 things I just named. I might sit in the bathroom, I might bathe you, I might massage you down, I might have sex with you and stuff. And then you might just come in, you might work, you might talk in love with me for a few seconds, and then you might see about the kids for about 2 seconds, but how does those 3 to 4 things compare to about the 10 things that I just named for women? And then if we get, I take care of you when you're sick. Like, even when I'm sick, I'm up and I'm taking care of you. If the whole household is sick, the woman, when she's sick, she don't get to rest. No. She got to get up. She got to make sure we have medicine, that there's food cooked so we can keep nourishments in our body. Like, we got to do so many things that you don't get to rest. Like, that's a lot of things that I cry about. Every now and then, like, I'll be like, I'm so tired. But I don't get the chance to have a break. Because if I take a break, so many things fall apart. And if those things fall apart, guess who got to put those things back together if they fell apart?
But men still feel like that's not enough. I mean, That's just how society is, and it's fucked up from back then to now. That's how society still looks at us women, but I mean, they just feel like that shit ain't good enough. Like, oh yeah, you take care of the kids. Oh, I could do that shit too. No, the fuck you can't.
Just like I feel like eventually, with the way this world is evolving, I feel like eventually, just like how they're trying to push for equal rights for the homosexuals, I feel like eventually it's gonna be the same thing for women.
Yeah.
Like we might not be as as empowered, but I feel like we're gonna have more equal rights than what it is now. If that makes sense.
No, I understood that. Did you hear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Question.
No.
Your mom.
Oh.
How do y'all feel? Okay, paint a picture.
Picture painted.
I'm a CEO. We all three CEOs of this one big company.
Mm-hmm.
You found that,
CEOs.
huh?
I mean, you said CEO. I went to correctional
Oh,
officer.
CEOs. All CEOs of this big extravagant company or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I get my check. We all get paid on today.
Mm-hmm.
I leave my check in HR before I go get it. Y'all see my check stub. I'm making $5 more than both of y'all. All same position, all same work, same department, everything. Why? How did it? How would y'all approach that situation, Jay?
Damn. I'd wake up and choose violence, but I can't because that's a job. So, I would talk to HR about it because I'll be a little confused on why you are getting paid more than what me and K-Baby getting paid, and we are doing the exact same thing. I would feel like that is a discrimination against me because I'm a woman and you a man.
Well, ma'am, that's none of your business because that's his paycheck. You don't know what he's doing.
What extracurricular thing that you would be
Well, ma'am,
doing?
that's not your position to ask.
Oh, well, fuck it. I would quit. I'm sorry. That's
See,
not
but
logical, but it's...
What he did was, he was trying to show you what most people do in a
What's
workplace.
going to happen?
That's
know,
fucked up.
It's just like, for me, I was doing, I had left my job for a month and then I went back.
Mm-hmm.
Before I left, I was making $14 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
When I came back, I was making $13. Now, they had me doing a position where the people that's making a $14 an hour, they do, let me see how I can break it down. They do 15 houses a day, and they get paid by a metric system.
Okay.
Versus for the position that I came back to, get paid $13 an hour, and for each house, we do their first service ever to that home.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a $2 bonus for each home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for me, because I had experience and I came back, instead of them putting me and having me make that $14 an hour, they had me working for $13 an hour, doing the same thing as the $14 an hour position. And when I messaged my supervisor about it, I'm like, hey, how would I be getting paid? Would I be getting paid the same position as the regular technicians? Or will I be making the pay as the start technician? So the way he broke it down to me, and I misunderstood him, he was like, you're going to be getting paid $13 an hour plus $1 per house. So once I sat down and I calculated it, I'm like, something's not right.
Right.
Now I'm making less than a start tech, and I'm doing the same position as that $14 an hour position, and I'm making less. So I was stuck, and I tried to bring it up to him. I was like, and he's like, he did it so good to where like it tried to make sense. I'm like, if I ask any more questions, will my job be at jeopardy?
Right.
So I got hushed about it, and I went to HR and I asked HR, and she was like, I really don't know. I really can't answer those questions for you, but what you can do is sit down and talk to your supervisor and see. And I'm like, well, I already sat down and talked to my supervisor and try to get an understanding. So like for 2 or 3 weeks straight, basically a whole month, I was working for $13 an hour and getting a dollar bonus per house. And like y'all probably like, oh, that's not that much, but hell, that adds up. If I'm doing 16 houses a day and it's supposed to be $2 per house, shit, I done lost quite a bit of money in one day. And it's like, you can't say nothing. Now, if it was a man that went and did that and he argued his point, he would have gave him his way.
Yeah.
Just like one of my co-workers, he did her the same thing. He moved her from a regular technician and put her as a start tech. But then he tried to take her pay. Well, he didn't try. He did take her pay. And so she had to go to HR, and HR had to tell him, that's not right. If she's going to get her position back, You give her her money. She makes her $14 an hour. She still makes a metric system.
Yeah.
You don't get to take her money from her because you moved her down from her position.
Right.
That's not right. So if she didn't have an advocate to speak for her, he would have got over on her.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, all right. We're going to end this topic right here because I loved it. But we are about to get into these motherfucking emails.
Y'all want to send the news now?
Hold on. We're about to get into these emails real fast, so stay tuned. All right, y'all. Before we get into these emails, someone has an announcement to make.
Well, for the next 8 months, Dive Deep is going to have a little Dive Deep.
Yes! Yes, if you didn't know, you are knowing today K-Baby is having a mini K-Baby. A second mini K-Baby, y'all. We are so... Okay.
Well, we don't know the gender yet why she said mini K-Baby, but yes,
Oh, damn.
I am pregnant.
And it's going to be a cancer. Woo!
Yes.
Hallelujah!
Another cancer.
I'm aiming for the 12th again, y'all. So, fingers crossed, okay? All right, y'all.
Who told you I'm going past my due date? I'm going to do it like I did with Marnie.
When your due date?
July 12th. And,
Yeah.
July 2nd.
Damn.
I'm not telling him to hold me along. You better induce me, bad boy.
All right. Is it? Stop drinking it if it's strong. Oh my God. All right, y'all. Let's get into these emails. So the first email says, "OMG, OMG, y'all read my email." Thank y'all so much for reading my email. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this at all. She was like, so I did talk with the guy. Oh, so if y'all don't know who this one is, that was the girl that was in high school. And she was real exotic.
Okay.
And she liked the
Yeah.
dude. She his girlfriend now.
Yeah.
Period.
She said, thank you guys again for helping me out with my confidence. I really like him and he really liked me. This podcast is such a huge help and I thank you all for all the help you gave me. Aww. You're welcome, girl. All right. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all be coming with these long ones. All right. So here's another one. It says, hi, cast. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you guys for not reading our names on here. Please keep the advice hotline anonymous. I love listening to this podcast because of the crazy things you guys will randomly say. My favorite is K-Baby. She has an amazing soul and her heart just makes me want to hug her because she seems like she's been through a lot from listening to the advice she gives. Girl, you rock.
Thank you.
Cast members, I need help and some advice. So here I go. I liked this guy since sophomore year of high school. And he always showed hints of liking me. And he would lightly tease me sometimes. But whenever I would show signs that I liked him back, he would kind of ignore me completely for a few days. Until he would notice I stopped trying, he would start flirting again. He would leave me on red, but then be super nice and talkative the next day, almost like an apology. And this cycle went on and on. I grew tired of it and tried to move on. I even got into a relationship in junior year, but it wasn't until then he started to really make an effort to talk to me, and he would show up everywhere I was. The day he found that I was dating someone, he showed up to my class to see if it was true. I ignored him and refused to face him because I was in a relationship. But the relationship ended starting senior year. When we were leaving graduation, he walked out right next to me in the crowd of people, and we glanced at each other, but continued to walk in silence and facing the ground. I wanted to say something. Oh, shit. I wanted to say something, but when I finally got the courage to talk to him, he was already walking away. And I can't decide if I'm regretting it every day or if I'm just confused. I got to the conclusion that I do like him, but I'm not sure about wanting to date him. I don't think it will work out. We're kind of the opposites. For example, he likes crazy parties. I like staying home. He's athletic. I'm artistic. But he also seems to have a sweet side. He isn't that tough. He isn't that tough, cool guy all the time. And I know this because he comforted me once, and I couldn't forget the soft look in his eyes and his warm smile. But I'm worried that I only like the idea of being with him rather than actually having feelings for him, especially since we haven't talked since we were sophomores. Either way, I can't move on. One moment I think I'm over him, the next I want to text him or say something. I don't know if this sounds confusing and long. I'm so really, really sorry. But if you guys can help, please, in some way, that would be awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Well, first off, you don't have to apologize because maybe we get books over here. So you don't need to apologize.
Yes.
But
who want to take a gander at the goose?
Okay, one of us. Let's see. I mean, I don't know if you listened to the previous episodes, but I can give you the same conversation that we can. I mean, the same advice that we gave someone else.
My lips was dry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was so confused. Dang, you made me lose my advice, girl.
I'm sorry.
I would say just really sit down and have that conversation. That's really all it is. Like, as far as like the signs can be really confusing. As far as like y'all being completely different, shoot.
Hop into the track.
And that's really is because like me, I'm the stay at home. I'm not the loud type like Jay and the snack can tell y'all. Like, I'm really not the partying type or nothing like that. And like my significant other, he's the total opposite. He loves the sceneries. He loves to be in parties and stuff. It's like I just got him to the point where like I'm like, I really don't like you being in that type of scene. Mm-hmm. But before that shit, he loved to party, and that's just like some people. That's just who they are. But like Trey said, opposites attract.
Well, I kind of can say that I've been in that situation before when I was in high school. I liked that this guy, he was in a grade above me. I was in 9th. He graduated 2011. He was in 10th. Or was he? No, he was in 10th. And we took choir with each other. We liked each other and everything. Like, that was my baby in my eyes. But it was like when he would flirt with me and I would try to reciprocate it back.
Cool.
I was crazy. And I would reciprocate it back and flirt with him. This motherfucker ended up getting a girlfriend. He started flirting with everybody else. This motherfucker made me look like I was just some crazy ass bitch off the streets. I fucked him a couple years back. But anyway, the moral of the story is, I mean, I wouldn't. It's just like he playing duck, duck, goose with your ass. Like one day he good, the next day he good, then the next day, bitch, goose. I don't want to fuck with you no more. Like, if you ain't down for them games, I would say leave his ass alone and just let him be the greatest person in the world. Because after high school, that motherfucker wanted to fuck on me, and let me tell you, I fucked that motherfucker till he was dry. But anywho, I say just give it a chance, give it a try. That's another email. God damn it, I read that one. I haven't read this one yet. I say just I don't know what to say anymore because God damn it, you threw me off. I would leave him alone. Just at this point, bitch, I'm tired of playing your games. It's not Squid Games. Well, I'm not a magician, and I'm not a psychic. So just leave me alone.
Well, first have the conversation. If you don't sit down and have a conversation and talk about it, how would you know?
I don't know. Well, he got to stop playing these mind tricks with her. Oh, well, yeah, you're right. Okay. All right. So next one. It says, hello. It says, hey guys, I just want to say thank you to whoever made the podcast. I believe it's J. Marie. If it is, girl, thank you so much for making a platform to express your feelings. All of you have such a gift to just get on the radio and tell the world who you are, what you do, how you do it, and be able to give that amazing advice that y'all all give. You all are amazing. I've been listening to you guys and I just can't stop now. I can't wait until season 3. But I have a problem. Please hear me out. So here's the situation. I went on a super fun date and a creative date with this guy. And after that, neither of us text each other. A week later, I text him asking if he wants to go hang out again, and he invites me over. We meet up at a bar with all his friends, and within the first hour, he invites me out again in 2 days. We wind up hooking up and having sex, and the sex was amazing. Like, he's into it. He's into everything I'm into without even talking about it. I leave the next morning before class, and again, neither of us text each other at all. That weekend, we go to this party and hook up again, and it's great as well. He quite literally almost slept on top of me, holding me all night. It's only been a day, and I haven't heard from him again, and I haven't said anything. I am 20 years old, and I just got out of a year-long relationship with someone who was much more traditional. I have no idea if this is just normal college hookup culture or if he is also interested. I don't particularly want to be in an exclusive relationship, but I've never met a man who I related to so much. I feel myself falling again, and I'd love to know what you guys think. Should I move on? Do I text first? Do I wait? And shit, that was it. Damn.
Well, if it's a booty call, you most definitely don't text first unless you saying, I want some. I'm just saying.
That's what she wants to know. She wants to know what is it, because she doesn't know what it is.
I mean,
but just like K Baby said for the last person, y'all should have the conversation to get the acknowledgement of both, but everybody being on the same picture, so you won't get your feelings involved and they get hurt.
I mean, you know.
What?
I'm always telling somebody the wrong thing. So, I mean, so you've been with somebody, you was in a year relationship with somebody traditional. I just need to know what that means when you say traditional. Like, what? Traditional, like, motherfucker, everything's not traditional. So I just want to know what traditional means.
Traditional, like, okay, you're my girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend. We go on dates, we call, we talk, we have conversation. You know.
That's the traditional part of dating. Oh, well, shit, I didn't know that was traditional because I've never been in a traditional relationship, so I wouldn't have knew that. Thank you very much. Okay, well, don't email me back on that one.
Say you
but
40 years old, damn.
Bitch, I am still experiencing life and it's fucking total, you fucking bitch. Excuse me. But, I mean, I personally feel as though, I feel like it's just some new college behavior. I mean, I feel like this is a new generation bullshit. I feel like it is. I feel like you should talk to him and try to get understanding and be like, look, are we fucking or what? Are we not? That's what you just said. Did I say something wrong?
Did I do something?
No, it just took my advice and just redid it.
Oh, well, what's the snack say?
Yeah, she don't listen to nobody.
I do listen.
None of them. Damn.
I did listen. I just want to take
I'm going to
your
break you a
advice.
wall. That's how we is today, I see.
I'm just taking your advice. I'm sorry. Ooh, child. I'm sorry. I don't know. You threw me off with the glasses, so I think I'm mad at you or something.
Oh, wow.
All right, y'all. Next email. It says, the best podcast around, bro.
This must be a man.
Nah, this is a girl.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, this is a girl. Jesus Christ. Okay. It says, hello, you guys. I'm so honored to be emailing.
Yes.
Hold on. You're going to keep saying yes in a few minutes. My favorite is the snack.
Yeah.
Hands down. Jesus Christ. It gets worse. Gosh, his voice is so sexy, and I'm just really liking him. Okay, look. Hold on. Before I even go into the email. Y'all gotta stop fangirling behind this boy. Y'all gotta stop. Oh my god. Man, I had to put my glasses off. Like, what the fuck?
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's single.
He's very.
She said,
I make 6 figures.
I don't call it, damn it, she said what I just said. I don't call it fangirling, but I mean, hey, snack. Ooh. She said, but no lie, I love the podcast, and I'm literally itching for season 3. I was wondering if you guys can help me with a problem. This is about a boy. Goddamn, 4-page letter. We met it. 4-page. Hey, come on.
And I enclosed it with
A kiss.
and
Say.
when I write down, he bears.
Hey, okay. Hey. Hey. Bitch, you sound like, is it Jason? Is it who? What is it? That's what he say, right? I thought that's what he say. Okay, let me get to the email, because goddamn it, I will figure it out. We met in high school, officially in junior year, but he had the biggest crush on me and everyone knew, and they made it sure I knew too. Even before I knew him, I noticed he'd be in every after-school club I was in and talk to some of my friends, especially when I was with them. He was a popular kid and sweet. He was my friend eventually. However, I was adamant on not having a boyfriend until college, but we text every day, did SAT prep classes on weekends. He even walked me home when I let him, and he'd make sure that I noticed him around school until he had my attention and would wave to me. We even went on non-official dates, but soon after he drunk texted me and expressed his feelings for me and told me how I helped him with his depression, and it freaked me out because I didn't want a relationship and eventually just didn't respond. Goddamn.
Oh.
The next morning, before school, he texted me to apologize for his confession and didn't show up to school. Aww. He never missed school. I didn't know what to do, so I didn't say anything, and we haven't talked since. After senior exams, I started working. I didn't go to graduation or prom. Then went to California, where I met my boyfriend, who I've been with for 2 years, lived with now, and love dearly. It wasn't until a few months ago I went to my hometown and my best friend mentioned seeing this guy and telling me how possessive his girlfriend is and how my friend thinks he still likes me. She known him since middle school and have mutual friends. I've been having dreams and thinking about him since. Same goes for an ex-best friend from middle school that ended on bad terms, and I don't think about her, but she's in a lot of my dreams for the past 2 years, oddly. Could it be something about me that feels I need to resolve these issues? And should I? Advice, please, and thank you. Then she said, side note, I did find him attractive and may have liked him a little, but remember feeling annoyed by him sometimes when he'll try to walk me home too, text me a lot, or try too hard to be around me, as well as his voice even looked like one of his mom's. Oh, as well as his voice. Even he looked like one of my mom's abusive ex I disliked. Oh, Jesus. I definitely remember not wanting to date him towards the end. I think the reason I think of him now is because my relationship has been a little rocky lately. And then she put in parentheses. All good now, I'm really communicating is more important in relationships for me. But she said, I'd romanticize the idea of the guy as if he was so in love with me, he would appreciate me more or idolize our relationship if we ever had one or do no wrong. But of course, that wouldn't be the reality of it. How do I stop and forget about him?
I think that's your mind telling you that you never got that closure.
Mm-hmm.
And that you really need to give that closure. I mean, if you're open to it, I'll say y'all.
Yeah, reach out to them. It's just basically your mind saying for you to move on in your life, you have to finish off them 2 chapters.
Yep.
And you've been going on with your life for so long. So it's like, okay, now we have to close this book to start a new book.
Mm-hmm.
She basically what it's like an open wound. She just put a band-aid over it.
Right. So I say, yeah, reach out to both of them and just, say your piece and hear their side of the story, hear both of them opinions, then figure out what you want to do after that, then close that book.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I don't want to steal your advice because I was about to say the same thing, so you took the words out of my mouth.
Copyright.
So next email say, holy shit, this podcast is different. Listen.
Look, that woke me up because I'm over here dozing.
Listening to this podcast and driving is not for the weak. Damn.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm on the podcast and be listening like, whoa, hold up.
if you have to pull off to the side and laugh because this podcast is literally making you laugh into someone else's car, this podcast is for you.
It's the advertisement for me.
Damn. She said, hello, you guys, all the way from New York City. Hey! Okay. Gosh, you guys' accents are very different. First of all, how they sound in New York?
We do have an accent.
We have a Texas
Oh,
accent.
you can tell you guys are from down south. Yep. Well, I can say that I really enjoyed this podcast a lot, and you guys are it. Let me get to my question. My boyfriend's 34 and I'm 22. We have been together for 6 months, and I need advice on improving our sex life. Okay, well, KK, this is for you.
God damn, throw me up underneath the bus.
He usually ends up being on top or doing more work than me because of the positions we choose to do. It happens a couple times where I have to ask to switch so he doesn't do all the work, but says no. So he ends up staying on top. It feels best for me when doing missionary. I've never said no to riding, but it just doesn't feel as pleasurable for me. I often will ask to switch to doggy style so I can grind back on him and help that way. I give lots of oral before, during, and after. He does not. Damn. He has made comments.
Damn, she needs to give me some tips. I'm listening. Anywho.
He has made comments that he does all the work. It makes me feel terrible, and I like I'm not doing enough. It makes me not want to have sex, but at the same time, he doesn't stop talking about how good the sex is. Any advice on this? Ways to contribute? Different positions? Please. Thank you.
Well, shit. Yeah, you got
Damn.
me beat on the positions, but
It's the fact that you be sucking dick morning, noon, and night. God
damn, Gina.
He got the best of both worlds. God damn me the hell.
With I'm trying to watch how I say my wording. With older men or men who's more experienced, shall I say, they're used to a certain thing. So if you're not as experienced or you can't match their freak level, it's kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would suggest me. Let me see. How can I put this? I would suggest y'all sit down and have a conversation on what are y'all more comfortable with doing and not doing, and what do y'all expect from each other as far as it coming into the bedroom. And then you have to also let him know, like, he's 34, you're 22.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be some inexperience. He has, 12 years on top of you. So it's like, you're not going to know unless he teach you certain things.
Yeah. Damn it. A wise woman told me, it was my mama, so I don't know how wise it might be.
I was about to say, look, is we still in something of mine?
A wise woman told me, an old dog can teach you some new tricks. And if that motherfucker can't teach you a new trick, that old dog might need to be asleep or something. He needs to be put in the incubator. What is it? When the dogs go to sleep, what they do, they put
them to sleep.
Euthanized?
That motherfucker needs some form of shot, and he needs to go ahead and go to sleep. And you need to might find a little young tenderoni. I'm not, not knocking the old man hustle. I mean, he might got a big dick and know how to use it, but I mean, you might need
baby bend it over. I'm a Scorpio.
Hey, ooh, you might need a young tenderoni. Did I say something wrong? I am much on Casanova.
Me and Romeo
ain't never been friends. All right.
That's my song there.
Next email. The title says I guess the podcast was highly recommended. So I was recommended to this podcast from a friend, and I personally love this podcast. So much wisdom, so much life that comes from this podcast. I just want to know where y'all from. We from Texas.
Beaumont, Texas. Broke Money, Texas, to be
Broke
exact.
money, Texas.
So if you,
I'm from Big Money, Texas. Okay, I'm sorry.
you're from Broke Money, Texas.
Big Money, Texas.
Anywho's, I don't claim this, but we are from Beaumont, Texas.
She said because your accents are really different and unique. Oh, well, you must not be from out here then. Okay. Do y'all get that a lot? Anywho, here's my problem. I met the love of my life. Never believed in love at first sight. But when I saw her, holy shit, laughing my ass off. She seemed really interested because she approached me. And I was flattered and wanted to ask her out. But with my situation right now financially, it held me back from asking. I'm 22 and I still live with my parents. Only make like $24K a year. In my past relationship, it always felt like high school relationships because I can barely provide
Okay, I can speak on this one. So go ahead.
for myself. And I told myself I won't get into another relationship until I can better myself financially when I'm independent. Okay, I live in Cali. And
We're just
24K
making it all over.
and 24K a year here can't get you shit.
Good, I moved to Texas.
But I can't stop thinking about her. I don't know why. No woman has ever made this effect on me. Everything about her was just different. Most of the time, I met a girl and we clicked. It's just a lust or attraction. But with her, it was different. Words can't explain. At the same time, I know if I shot my shot, then I would just be digging a deeper hole for myself because dating will only prolong my financial freedom. But the thought of what if she's a diamond in the rough where we could grow and build together is lingering in my mind. Where I meet her is where she works, and she was on lunch when we meet. Could I just say fuck it and try to find her? Should I go for it? What would you do in my shoes?
So, I say go for it because any real woman, like, yes, we will want you to work and stuff, but we're not with you for your money.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's who you say she is, she wouldn't give let me watch my word. She won't care about your financial situations. Like, if anything, a real woman's going to help build you to where you get to where you need to be, to where you don't have to carry that load by yourself.
Mind you, this is a girl that emailed.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. She said, like, your financial, the way that your finances is and stuff, like what's the saying? Money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
Like, so what, you make $24K a year? Like I understand it may not be much from where you're coming from, but any person, if she's who you say she is, like, don't miss out on her because your financial situation. Because how old they say they were again? In their 20s?
22.
You're 22? Okay. Prime example. I'm 22. I make around the same amount, probably $30K a year. You're going to struggle because you're still figuring out life. You're an adult, but you're still a baby at the same time. You haven't experienced that much of life. So if you don't want to miss out on this person, go for it. And then y'all take the time out and y'all build each other up, especially like financially. Anybody that wants to be with you, work on you with your finances. Like, I know y'all probably sick of me talking about them, but as far as like me and my fiance, we work with each other on as far as our finances. If it's something that he's lacking, you know, I help him. If it's something I'm lacking, he helps me.
Yeah.
And he's helping me a lot right now, you know, and he, you know, so that's just like, that's the part of being a couple and being in love.
Right.
Yeah.
You help each other. You're not going to sit with this person, oh, just because he don't have no money right now, just because she don't have no money right now, I don't want to be with her. If they can't be with you at your lowest, then they don't need you at your greatest.
Period. Say it from a wise woman, okay? All right. You got anything to say? Why you don't respond to email? Oh, you do. Okay.
They do. I mean, lately, they've been more of our questions.
All right. Next email. The caption says, I'm needing some huge help, like ASAP.
Oh, I'm scared.
First of all, go looking into the first paragraph of this email. I am sick of your fans. I am sick of them. I'm tired of it. Look at me. I am tired of this shit.
Baby, can we get some more J. Marie fans?
Yes,
out here?
I'm sick of this shit.
Between the snack and me, we ain't gonna make it.
this one said, I just want to say the snack is my man. Forget every other man or woman who want him. Because I want him.
Period.
Stop! This is not funny!
Period.
What the fuck? I'm sick of this.
My man in a whole relationship.
And don't even know it.
Period, cool.
But she said, but no, to be serious, Lord Jesus, I need help. So pretty much what happened was me and my ex started talking again like 2 months ago. He told me he wanted to get back together and I just wanted to be a chill thing. We both knew our intentions, so we decided on a middle ground to just go with the flow. During this time and now, one of the reasons why I don't want a relationship is due to my declining mental health and my alcoholism. Oh, okay. I take meds as well, so I have literally been a full-on zombie, not really knowing who I am or what I want or just rolling with it. I really love him, I do, but I just couldn't. I got really fucked up one night and cheated on him with one of his friends. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Whew. Put me under the table, Lord. They aren't friends. They're in the same friend group.
Oh, well, fuck it.
But my ex despises him. My mental state, me being fucked up or anything, can excuse the decision I made. It's my fault and I truly regret it. But through me doing this, I feel like people don't talk about what cheating on someone does to you. Like, I feel heartbroken. And here's my whole thing. God damn, I'm so confused. Okay, and here's my whole thing. I feel guilty for anything. I feel guilty for anything now. He's beyond pissed at me, and he just wants me to get better. I feel so guilty because I feel bad that I feel like he doesn't even want to think about how I feel. I feel guilty for ever even feeling happiness again because I feel like I don't deserve it. I feel guilty for even getting better because why did I drag him through hell and back and then get better after this? Then I get mad at myself for even thinking like this because it's like, wow, now you're just playing victim and you're trying to be the victim with everything. Someone please help me. I want to, wait, hold on, because we're going to have to really give this baby some advice. I want to bleach my insides and my entire body so any part of his friend I want to bleach my insides and my entire body so any part of his friend touched his shit isn't on me anymore. I'm sorry, I had to read loudly. I want to go back in time, and I wish I wasn't an alcoholic, mentally fucked up person. What do I do?
Well, first of all, stop being so hard on yourself. If anything, like, you don't have to really blame everything on your mental illness because this is coming from somebody who has it. I may not really show it, but I have it. I was diagnosed with PTSD and major depressive disorder, and I don't really like to talk about it because it is a sensitive subject. And I know how you feel when you take your medication. And at one point, I was partying a lot. I was drinking, and I was, supposed to be taking my medication. And I felt the same way you do. And some people who aren't good for you, like, I understand you love this person, but some people who aren't good for you feed off of that. Mm-hmm. And they use it as a weapon. And just from your email to sit up here and hear you blame yourself for a lot of things, like, I don't know how old you are or nothing like that, but you're human. Yeah. You have the right to fuck up. And if this wasn't his friend, you didn't necessarily betray him. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, you don't have to apologize for everything that you do. And if it's getting to the point that you have to constantly apologize and not focus on your mental health, because just saying mental illness, that's the most powerful thing. Like, yeah, physical abuse is bad, but your mental abuse is way worse. And if your mental is not okay, it can go far. Like, I had a friend who we thought was A-okay, and the last text message I ever sent to him, and I was so mad at him that day, was, "Are you okay?" And even still to this day, like, I'm upset that I didn't tell him I loved him. I didn't ask him, anything else. And I was so mad at myself for being upset. So for you dealing with what you deal with, I would say focus on you, because it's going to hurt your family more to not be able to talk to you versus, you know, let me rephrase that. It's going to hurt your family more if your mental illness eats at you and takes you from them. And then it's going to be fuck whoever you was talking to. Excuse my language. You know, it's going to be forget whoever you was talking to. Like, those little conversations mean the most. Mm-hmm. Even if it was just a little conversation, excuse me, even if it was just a little conversation about your mental health, they're going to sit up there and they're going to remember those conversations and be like, she was reaching out for help, or he was reaching out for help. They were trying to talk to me. They were trying to get through to me.
Yeah.
And I can't have that conversation now. So, and bleaching your body, that's more damage. Like, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Like, if you feel like you need to cleanse your body and stuff, there's things out there. There's healthier ways. There's organic ways, you know, if it's just that deep. But if he feels some type of way, he needs to feel secure in himself. Yeah. That's an insecure man.
Facts.
And an insecure man is only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. If he can sit up here and be envious of another man and what another man does, that's something that he has to work out with himself, not for you to work out, because you're trying to work out on you and how to get better, because you deserve to be happy. Like, it took me, let's see, I'm going on my 3rd year from attempted suicide, Thanksgiving night to be exact, and I'm more happier than I was within the last 2 years. Each year, it was like I went downhill, and I picked up, and now I'm starting to progress. So I feel like I'm out of breath. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like the more that you focus on you and getting yourself better, you're going to want to be happy. And it's not going to matter what nobody has to say, because your happiness is going to matter out of anything. It's going to matter the most.
Yeah. You want to take a gander at the goose?
Did everything I was going to say.
All right. Let's go to the next email. Oh, shit. What's up, gang? I really been fucking with the podcast on some real shit.
Is this a man?
Yep. I guess I got a fan now. It's something about J. Marie's voice that's smooth, man.
She's single.
And she drinks shower water.
Bitch, what?
Oh, he gonna take your little fan.
She sound beautiful, no lie. K-Baby do too, but I heard she got a man, so I'm not gonna push my luck on that, because she might not like white chocolate. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Babe, I ain't got nothing to do with this, because he listens.
Shit, let me tell you something like this, bro. I really need some advice on something. There's this girl that I think had a crush on me in high school. And I kind of like her too. Something about these high schools recently. But nothing happened, and I wasn't ready for a relationship. It's been several years since, and I said I'm more mature. I'd say I'm more mature, have some money to spend, and have some freedom, and I think I'm ready for a relationship. I recently saw her again, and we talked a bit. There was no flirting or anything, but the vibes were good. I don't think either of us has a crush anymore, but she was pretty nice to me in high school, and I'm kind of thinking, what if we dated? Thing is, we're both really busy on our degrees, so I don't know if this is the right time to ask her. Also, it'd be kind of awkward if she said no, because we have mutual friends. Another thing is, I don't know if I should or not, because I don't have a crush on her, but she's beautiful, smart, hardworking, and treats me well. I was thinking if we went on a date, maybe some sparks might happen, and I end up liking her. I don't know if I should try to ask her out and see what happens, or just be satisfied remaining friends, which I think I should do.
I think you're thinking with your head and not the correct head. If you get the gist.
What did it mean? Wait, what happened?
I was laughing at
I was whispering to Tracy. He thinking with his dick.
He was thinking with his dick.
Oh my Jesus.
I ain't thinking that.
Hey,
Oh,
my shit. Don't. Hey.
It's the dance for me.
Oh my Jesus.
No, if you're not sure if you like her or not, no.
My advice for you is, okay, so you say that y'all don't like each other, but I mean, you don't know how she's feeling, so it's just like maybe, go on a mutual friend date, like not a friend date, but
as friends,
go out as friends and see the vibe, kind of talk with.
Vibe.
I'm gonna whoop you. See, like, interact with all the friends, but kind of interact with her more a little bit. See where her head is mentally, because I mean, you could assume everything, but if you actually communicate with her or try to see where her head might be, then you might never know. She might still like you, or she might do have some form of crush on you. So just go on a family, go on a friend gathering, and see where it goes from there.
Go J. Marie with the advice. The snack, do you have any advice?
No.
Well, I see one of the little toys for his kids.
I thought about one little thing with the goofy eyes. They were doing this.
Do you have some advice, sir?
Because I'm confused.
All right. So the next email.
Let me read it.
Oh, and this is from your sister-in-law.
Oh, hey, sis.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she sends paragraphs. Jesus Christ.
So, her say, sorry, I've been trying to prepare for the baby, guys. LOLs. Hey, family, sorry I'm replying so late. I've been preparing for this baby, and I'm really just in a funk. But to the snack, I've been listening to you on previous episodes about being your sister-in-law, and I am flattered. If you want, I can hook you up with one of my brothers.
Yes.
One of them is openly gay, and my mother approves. Plus, she's actively listening to the podcast while she's at the gym working out, and she's always talking about her favorite is the male. So I can see what I can do for you, brother-in-law, LOLs. But back to the matter at hand. You should see his Well, a couple things have happened. So this is an update to the situation that's been going on for some time now. So out of the mood swings I've been having, I did confront my cousin about the situation. Show the receipts and everything. It's crazy because she didn't even deny the fact that she actually did it. She told me that she doesn't feel guilty and that I deserve it because I feel that I'm better than all of the cousins in the family.
What the fuck?
I'm very appalled at such utter.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. What the fuck? You raggedy ass bitch.
Oh my goodness. I'm very appalled at such utter bullshit because I'm really the nicest one of them all. If the bitches needed anything, I gave it to them. So this is very new to me. Sorry if I'm doing a lot of cursing. I'm just really in shock because she was okay with the decisions that were made. So yes, I did confront my baby daddy about it because I felt as though it was right because she didn't lay down in that grave by herself.
Right.
He laid in there with her. He denied it to the fullest unstick. I started pulling out the receipts. I even had her come with me. He called her a lying hoe and said that I'm always believing false shit and how he shouldn't have never gotten me pregnant. Oh shit, my eyes going cross-eyed.
That's how it be when I be reading the things. Shit.
Well, little did I know she's pregnant too. You guys, I am fucking her. She pulled the pregnancy test from her bra and I just shut down. He then was like, I'm sorry and I didn't mean to do this. She said her name. She said her nickname.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I didn't mean to do this to you. You are my everything. And I'm just like, why would you embarrass me? You got me and my cousin pregnant. He ain't shit. And you just think, hold on, wait, my eyes are going cross-eyed. And you just think it's some game to you. Apologies don't work when you are in the complete wrong. What should I do, family? I really still love him, and yes, I'm such an idiot to say that, but this is my first child. I don't want my child to grow up in a broken household like me and my siblings had to. My mom worked hard to get us where we are in life. I don't want to be like her, meaning single, raising kids by myself. But if I had to if I had to be such, I will do it. Please tell me, guys. I am currently in tears typing this email. Thank you for all the help.
Okay, sis. Okay. Okay, first thing is first. Yes, I'm gonna put Jamer gonna put my description in my in the comments in the bottom. Tell mama-in-law I said what's up, put me dope. But for this this is, this sister-in-law. Okay, but for this situation, I understand, when it comes down to your first love, your first child is to that person is the attachment of the love. And I just feel like if you feel that he wouldn't betray you no more, then go ahead and take that step and be like, okay, we can get past this. But if you really believe in your heart that he will fuck you over and he's not good for you no more, and I say cut ties all the way through and just have a mutual, raising up the child until you feel as you're able or he's able to get this together if y'all both want to work on it afterwards.
First of all, I just want to say that he is just a fucked up ass.
Hold on. First of all, back to, hold on, because I forgot about the cousin. cousin.
Well, her raggedy mouth ass.
Sister-in-law.
Shame on you.
Send me
bitch.
the address to the hospital. Cause that means she might be a couple months after you. And I whoop her for you.
No.
Hey.
No.
No. No.
Hold the beef.
No.
We don't do the violence.
You come with the beef, bring some chicken instead, okay?
So, come from someone who was somewhat in a similar situation. It wasn't my cousin.
Horrible.
Put your password in. It wasn't my cousin. It was more of my best friend that did it to me. And like, our daughters share the same dad. So like, let me say this. If he do it once, he'll do it again.
Yep.
And for, like, I understand, like you're saying, you don't want a broken family. In the society that we are in today, a lot of men, majority of them who don't have kids, are choosing women who have kids to love on because this is going to be kind of stereotyping. How can I word this without...
What you was going to say?
We're more loving and affectionate than a single woman because some single women who doesn't have kids, this may be kind of biased, and I don't want to be biased, but they're still learning themselves, they're still figuring out themselves, and they don't really get it. And then like it's a lot of men who have had bad relationships and will want a woman. So if you have, it's really all on who you are. So if your spirit is genuine, you're loving, like your ear bleeding. How that happen?
Oh.
Your piercing? Oh, I'm thinking like you talking about the inside of your ear. Like, so I would say just in that instance, like I don't never tell nobody not to do nothing, but I would say don't go back to it, especially if he can be as low down as sleeping with your cousin. That's foul. And as far as your cousin, she's let me see.
She need her motherfucking ass.
She's the scum of the earth.
Like, bitch, you wrong. And then she said, it's the fact that she said that she deserved it. And you okay with the fact that you did it. Like, that speaks volume on your end, bitch. You nasty.
Like he's nasty as well.
Yes, like, fuck her. Sorry, my thing is, what were you thinking when you decided that you were going to have sex with this woman that you called the love of your life, your baby mama? Why would you sleep with her cousin?
He wasn't thinking about nobody but himself.
He was thinking with his dick.
And that is true.
That's the fucking topic. I mean, that's the quote of the
I wouldn't want to be with anyone. If he can sleep with your cousin unprotected, you don't know who else he's sleeping with. And like, women, our bodies is so sensitive. We're so prone to so many things so easily. Like, I wouldn't even put myself at risk. Like, if he can be that low down, I say fuck him. Just leave him where he's staying. Like, it's hard being a single mother. This is coming from someone who was a single mother. It's hard being a single mother, but I promise you gonna rock it. And you gonna have somebody who's gonna come and love your fucking dirty draws.
Period. Fucking period. And to your cousin, ho, I want you to email this motherfucking podcast, because bitch, I want to read you your Miranda rights. Nasty, filthy ass bitch.
Oh, like, okay. Next email.
I'm sorry.
Are y'all ready?
Like, I'm fucking mad. Like, you nasty ass bitch. Like, they are nasty.
We gonna meet them at the wedding.
Okay.
Oh, it's the wedding for me. Are we ready?
Go ahead.
Cool and down to earth. Hi, Dive Deep Podcast.
Hello.
Just want to say this podcast is really dope as fuck. You guys are really something. I think you guys should put someone else on the cast. 3 girls and 1 guy would be something funny. Hopefully you guys... can add more people to the crew because you guys are funny. I really like Kay, baby. She's really the truth. Man, I was listening to an episode and she was really speaking some real shit. She's really my favorite. I have a random question.
What the fuck?
But I think y'all can help me. How to cuddle? LOLs.
What the hell?
Hi. So recently I got my first boyfriend and we're both 17. And so he's been in a relationship before, but he is super understanding and knows I'm asexual, but we're hanging out on Saturday and he wants to try to cuddle and I don't know how to cuddle. So if anyone can tell me how you start or what to expect, I feel so inexperienced. That's easy. Lay down and hug. It's all.
No, it's not because.
Email.
No, it's not because I don't know how to cuddle either, but I don't like cuddling.
Huh?
I
don't like cuddling. Like I don't like being touched.
I love it. I just love it. I love
but
bodies.
just to give them the basics of it, it's really like, it's more so like being intimate. It's like a hug laying down, though. I mean,
Let me get you to the next one. Did you get to the next one?
That's all it really is, just a hug laying down. Once y'all lay down, just hug and then figure out who's going to be the big spoon and the little spoon. And 9 times out of 10, he's going to be the big spoon. And if he,
the big spoon.
but if he's more experienced, y'all fucking stupid. If he's more experienced, he's going to teach you. Now, make sure cuddling doesn't lead to something else.
Yeah, around 17.
But what if I'm the big spoon?
Get your big ass in the sink.
Well, bitch, I don't want to be the big spoon. I want to be a knife. Can it be a fork or something? What about a spork?
Oh, my
I want to be
goodness.
a spork.
Oh, Lord. Jay about to be upset with this one, too.
Look at this shit, bro. Wait! And that better got something to do with your funky ass. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This podcast right here. I go to Westbrook High School in Beaumont, Texas, and I heard some of the kids talking about this podcast. And I was like, well, I love listening to podcasts, especially when it's funny. Oh, you in here. They played the part on, I think it was Jay Marie saying something about an old woman's cat.
Damn.
Since the first time I heard it, I've been listening to the podcast. I really like the podcast, man. Y'all are so fun, so damn funny. And I'm just finding out that y'all are located in Beaumont, Texas. It's really crazy because I thought y'all were in Houston or something like that.
Really?
But y'all are y'all in the city of Beaumont. I might want to come and be a guest Ombre podcast because of y'all being so damn funny. But look, I'm done talking about that. But one more thing, I love the snacks.
I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck it. Get out. Get out. Stop. Stop getting people.
That dude is really funny. Okay, but now I need y'all help. So peep this.
Suck my ass.
Oh my goodness.
Not you, ma'am.
My
You.
boyfriend and I barely have sex anymore. We've been dating for 8 months now, and we used to have a lot of sex in the beginning, and he would always finish. Nowadays, he doesn't intimate sex at all. I really had to say I'm horny to have sex last Thursday, and I'm very shy and reserved when it comes to this. The last 2 times we have sex, he literally goes soft while he's in me. He only finishes when I give him a blowjob, and am I not turning him on anymore? I'm so open to trying new positions and new things, but he is so fixated on me being on top. Excuse me, he really doesn't pleasure me or anything, and that's fine, but I just feel so bad about myself. Am I not turning him on? Am I boring in bed? I don't know how to fix this. Please help me. Damn,
First
I'm
of
so
all,
bad over here.
baby, ain't you in high school?
Hey, mind your business.
Love it.
Oh, shit. High school? Wait, what grade you in? Hold on. No. I'm gonna ask this motherfucking question. Do your mama know you fucking? Do your mama know you was having sex?
Excuse me.
No.
Hey, I'm the mother over here, and we are just here to answer questions, not judge. So answer the question.
Do your mama know?
No,
Did your mama know you was fucking in school?
Mary, did you know that your baby boy, you got me big right now?
Shit.
Huh. I don't even know the question. What was the question again?
Oh Lord, let me go back.
Oh, wait, no. See, what was it? Shit.
So So I'm about to read the question all over again. So let me start with her
I
question.
got up and started fucking walking. It's hot in this motherfucker now. Shit.
Okay, so this is what she said. The last 2 times we had sex, he literally goes soft while he's in me. He only finishes when I give him a blowjob. Am I not turning him on anymore? I'm so open to trying new things and new positions. But he is very fixated on me being on top. He really doesn't pleasure me or anything, and that's fine. But I just feel so bad about myself. Am I not turning him on? Am I boring in bed? I don't know how to fix this. Please help me. Trey, you're a guy. Well, Snack, you're a guy.
Yeah, the snack. Answer the fucking question.
So I'm thank you.
Oh, this was short after that.
Okay, well, it could be a lot of things. He could have a lot of things on his mind at the time being.
I had to stand up.
And why he could be going soft. It could be like, his mind could be sidetracked, It might not have nothing to do with you in particular. So don't put that on yourself like, oh, what am I not doing right? What am I doing wrong? It's...
Or he might be fucking somebody else.
Why you gotta go there?
Why you think that?
Why you gotta go there?
Why you think that?
I'm kidding, he not. Okay. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I'm not gonna say she bored in bed because I'm not a sexologist. That's K-Baby. But ooh, I had something on my booty.
Yeah,
oh, that's K-Baby. K-Baby's in that department. But
I mean, the sex part that is my department, but it's like that sounds like more of an emotional thing versus the actual sex part of it. It's like to me it sounds like his mind isn't there. Like his mind is somewhere else. Like basically what Trey said.
Well,
what the snack said.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe I need to. Maybe before y'all have sex, maybe you should have a discussion and be like, "What is on your mind?" Because for the past couple times we didn't had sex, it's just like you're mentally not there, and it's like I'm emotionally, physically, like mentally there with you, and it's just like.
The only part that I don't agree with the email was she said that she's okay with like him getting his fixed, but she's not getting hers. Like, what's the point of having sex?
They knew to this.
Huh?
They knew to this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but let me teach you something. The part of having sex is y'all
both
both
y'all
get
get off,
fixed. Like it's cool. Like I'm having sex, but it's really no point of it if he's getting off and you're not getting off.
Yeah.
So, well, we got a few more minutes left.
Last email. Oh Lord, it's your girl.
I can say the name.
No, well,
It says question from.
No.
Okay.
we know who it is.
Okay, I'm about to say. I wasn't gonna say the actual name, but okay. Can you still be with someone who doesn't believe in God? That's question number 1. Question number 2 is, can you be with someone whose family doesn't like you? I have my answers. Do y'all have y'all?
I don't have an answer for the first one, but I definitely have an answer for the second one.
Me personally, because for me, God is everything. And
Facts.
we don't have at least some similar beliefs. I can't be with you. Second thing is, no, I cannot be with someone whose family doesn't like me. Because if your family doesn't like me, then
It's the last one.
But yeah, that's my answers. Like,
Okay, with the first one, I feel, okay, I can't because I have dated atheists, I have dated atheists, and it was kind of weird, but atheists, don't believe in God. It was alright. It's just you just have an understanding and talk with them to know, okay, what can I not say? How like atheists, they don't want you to pray. So there's certain things that you might not be okay with that I do. Mm-hmm. This is something that I can still do this, even though like have that conversation, get the understanding to where y'all know where y'all can meet in the middle of both of y'all, so y'all both won't feel like you're losing each other.
That's fair.
The fuck.
It's a little net flying around. I've been noticing it.
Because all her bugs every time.
Bitch. Well, for the second question, I could probably answer that one. I've actually been in with someone that family despised the fuck out of me. So what I did was, I mean, at the time I was just still a little nice ass bitch, but it just like the more the more I start seeing the bullshit, I start being mean. But don't listen to my advice, that's rude. But no, listen to this one. Like, you know, just see what did you do for them not to like you? It has to be a reason. And if it's not a reason, I mean, shit, you're not fucking them. So it's just like, they can like you, if they don't like you, oh well. If they like you, oh fucking well. At the end of the day, you don't lay in the bed with them. You lay in the bed with that significant other, or you lay in the bed with that person. So their opinions and whatever they got or issue going on with you, that shit is irrelevant and it don't matter. And you also need to let him know, look, I don't give a fuck what your family feel about me. I'm fucking you, I'm with you, or whoever he or she is. Let them know at the end of the day, I'm fucking you and I'm with you. So at the end of the day, their opinion, whatever they got to say, comments, all that other bullshit, it don't fucking matter. They can kiss my ass and suck my dick on top of that too.
Jesus. But my question is to the last part of that. Oh, never mind.
Well, hold on. We about to finish this. But to finish that, go ahead.
But to finish what I was gonna.
Oh, you cut that?
No.
But I was gonna,
no, I caught it. Now y'all didn't
But I was
catch
gonna ask is it like a dislike? Is it just a dislike, or are they disliking you and then they're expressing it? You know, like they've been like it's turned to a disrespect type of thing. Because then it's a different issue if it's a dislike and a disrespect type of thing.
Yeah.
Because at that point, then there's no point that I can ignore what they want.
I mean, for me, let me justify the reason why I said no. For me, as far as, like, the first question, I said no just because, like, I'm someone, like, it's hard for me not to talk about God because that's just, like, how I grew up. So for me to be with somebody who doesn't talk about it or doesn't, it's, like, it's weird. And, like, I'm going to feel out of place and I'm going to feel like, well, when things go wrong, I can't sit up here and pray for you. You don't want me to pray for you. So, like, I'm not going to really be too much comfortable with that. Or, like, if something go wrong, like, I would want you to sit up there and, like, speak life into me, pray over me and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why I personally, per se, said no. And as far as, like, the second thing with the family, I said no to that one because, like, it's not something, I'm not really a selfish person. And I feel like for everybody, family is everything. Whether if you fuck with your family or not, when it all comes tumbling down and you really need your family, you're going to have somebody that's there. You might not have everybody, but you're going to have somebody that's there. So,
bitch.
If the family doesn't like you per se, I feel like it's gonna put that person in a rock and no hard place. They're not gonna know what to do. Well, this is my significant other. I love them, and I want to be with them, and this is my family. And then you're gonna be screaming at them like, "You don't defend me. Why don't you defend me?" And then it's gonna be their family screaming at them like, "You know, why are you with her and you're defending her and you're not defending me?" So it's like it's gonna have that person just sitting there like, what am I supposed to do? And then eventually, 9 times out of 10, how it always go, either they turn their back on the family completely, and they end up, being fucked up by somebody, being fucked up by the person who they turned against their family for, or vice versa. So that's the only reason why I per se have said no.
Okay. Well,
Shop our holiday best deals.
what the hell you got going on? Well, all right, y'all. That is the end of the emails. Now, we about to go ahead and shut this episode down. Do anybody have some advice for our young black and not black, but our young, beautiful people that listen to us? Y'all know my favorite logo. Self-love is the best love. Love yourself before you can love anybody else. What you
Please
got?
start giving J. Marie some more fans and not
God
the
damn
snack.
it, you snack munchy motherfuckers.
My crumbles,
Shit.
bitch.
I said
Your
his
crumbles.
crumblies.
You. God damn it. I need some J. Marie birds or something. Tweet, toot, toot. Something like fuck.
What the hell was that rain for?
I need something.
It's
The bitch performing rituals and shit. Baby, don't clean y'all see you.
Fuck you. But keep sending us emails, y'all. These emails, they get more deep about the bit. I just want to know. I have some questions for some of these emails that been coming in lately. I question every single one that enters this goddamn inbox. Especially the ones that involve the snack. Stop stop liking him.
It's okay because
He finally got the answer that he wanted.
for real.
He don't even care nothing else about it. We done made his night.
Bitch, what was the question?
My sister-in-law.
She wanted to know about
Put me
this.
down. Because I am single, making 6 figures. I help. You know.
It's the 6 figures.
But all right.
Last episode next weekend.
And, oh my gosh, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
Last
Y'all gonna get the last episode early.
Yeah, yes, y'all get it early, so y'all need to get y'all emails in.
And I am hosting.
Now. Yes,
The
the
Stack
stack is hosting, so y'all need to
face.
get y'all emails. Look, we ain't. Look, please don't send that many. If y'all do, just
Please email us a lot.
What?
A lot. Because we
What?
need the episode. The episodes will be fire.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we don't want them to overflow and then we miss some people.
That's true.
Because we only gonna be doing so many.
So many. Ooh.
Instead of
and
I
then when we
say
take
this-
that break,
they gonna pile up.
We'll talk about that afterwards.
But all right, y'all, this is the end, y'all. Last episode this weekend coming up, so y'all please stay tuned, promote, let them know that the Dive Deep about to shut it down for season 2, but we gonna be back, y'all. We not gonna leave y'all. We not ever gonna leave this platform. We gonna keep coming to y'all. We gonna probably go to season 10. That's the goal. It's season 10. No, season 20. That's the goal. Season 20. 20 seasons. 20 seasons! Shit, I'm sorry.
Goddamn, we
Follow us
heard
on
you.
TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. I'm gonna put the descriptions in the description box. So this is J Marie Z
K baby.
and hey, oh goddamn.
Don't hurt yourself.
Karenisha messed up your Bye y'all. On this episode of Empowering Entrepreneurship, we're going to take a look at a graphic designer that's actually located in Beaumont, Texas, called Days Designs. Her name is Zendaya Sales, and she's a graphic designer that is located in Beaumont, Texas. She started her business on the side, and she's been doing really great big things for different organizations, different businesses that need logos. She do logos, invitations, business cards, flyers, and she's also working on doing t-shirt designs, bags, and etc. Y'all, she is a very dope and amazing person. I honestly love her work. She was the one that did our logo for the Dive Deep podcast. So if y'all would take the time to go check her out on Facebook, her organization, her business is beautiful. Look up her business on Facebook. It's going to be Days Design. That is DAE''S Designs. Y'all check her out on Facebook and make sure y'all go and support her. And tell her Dive Deep Podcast sent you. So everyone's been asking, Dive Deep is doing so good. Where are y'all recording y'all stuff from? What's going on? How did y'all start? Well, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me talk to y'all. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. We've been doing it from my iPad, and let me tell you, it's bomb. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need in a podcast in one place. So you guys make sure you guys download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Hey Dive Deep listeners, this is J Marie, and I just wanted to sit down with you guys and let y'all know that we are up and running on all social medias. So if y'all wanted to follow us, we have an Instagram, Twitter, and of course we have a Facebook. Our Twitter name is Dive Deep Pod _. Again, that is Dive Deep Pod _. Our Instagram, if you're following us on Instagram or want to follow us on Instagram, it's going to be called Dive Deep Podcast _. And if you want to follow us on Facebook, of course, our Facebook name is the Dive Deep Podcast. Also, we have an advice email hotline. So, of course, if you are going through relationship problems, friendship problems, baby mama, baby daddy drama, or family drama, or look, if you're just having a bad day and you need to vent, all you have to do is email us at axdivedeep@yahoo.com. But when you do email us, leave your age, your gender, and where you're from. You can leave your name if you want, but on the episode, it will be completely anonymous to the listeners. So make sure that every 2 weeks that we post that you're listening to your advice question and we give you the correct answer. So again, if you want to follow us on any social media, we're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to email us, make sure you email us for advice at axdivedeep@yahoo.com. Thank y'all. Love y'all.